Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is Donna from Tarot. We're going to do a quick read for you today. We are going to go over your money, your career, your love life, and do a general spread at the end. We're going to do 6 cards, Donna's Destiny, and then we'll do the all signs if you're dealing with an Aries, if you're dealing with a Taurus, if you're dealing with a Gemini, etc. If any card repeats, I'll point that out in case that's something you need to hear. If any sign repeats, I'll point that out in case that's confirmation of somebody you came here to hear about. If you like it, if it resonates, feel free to hit the like button, comment, whatever makes you happy. All right, so let's choose a deck to do your money portion. We are going to use the Tattoo Tarot. All right, this one for the money portion. All right, so what ended up on the bottom when I shuffled and put it away? All right, so that makes sense. A lot of people are feeling that way right now. 9 of Wands is like, being cautious. That makes sense. Right now, all over the world, the markets are kind of shaky. Things are going up in price, so, people feel like they have less money. So they're being cautious. So that makes sense. 9 of Wands in the Tattoo Tarot. All right, so let's take a look. I got ready to hit record, and I had a sneezing fit. I was like, achoo! And I think I scared the dog. Oh, Rosie, did we scare you? Psst, psst. She's not even supposed to be in here. Psst. Come here, Chung Chung, come here. She will eat anything that isn't nailed down. Come here. That's not my case. Okay, come on out. For that person who was thinking, that's like her mom. Not the case. All right, so Chung Chung, say hello. Oh, she's like, oh, come here. Say hello. Say hey. Hey. Oh. Okay, all right. So let's do this, and you go behave. Mommy loves you. Where's your sissy? Where's Pudgy? All right, I'm going to give one more shuffle, and then we're going to do your money portion. So, okay. All right. Interesting. Interesting because you have Leo, Aquarius. I couldn't help but notice that. Like, the 2 cards came out right next to each other. They were the same sign, so I felt the need to point that out. King of Cups is Pisces. 2 of Coins is Capricorn. 7 of Coins, more Capricorn energy. So, before I speak, because whenever I think of King of Wands and Leo energy, especially King of Wands, I always think of people who have a tendency to let their passions get away from them. Now, granted, it's not the Page of Wands or the Knight of Wands. Oh, there she is. But it's like the King of Passion. Now, regardless of gender, it's all about, giving into your passions. Well, when you have money and your resources and you're trying to build, security for your life, well, whatever age you are, whether you're, 15 or, 55 or 95 or whatever you want to hold on to some of your resources, because obviously if you blow all your money, then you have nothing, and nobody likes that. But King of Wands is all about, impulses and passion. So fortunately, it followed up with the Sun card. And it could have been any Leo card. It could have been 5 of Wands. That would not have been a good situation, right? So I feel like you have, reason to be, to be happy, to feel confident. Both these cards are all about confidence and happiness. And look as soon as I looked at the bottom of the card, as I'm saying this, the word rejoice popped into my head. So you have reason to celebrate and rejoice. Look at this. Look at the bottom of the card. That just, as soon as I looked at that, I heard the word rejoice. So, Virgo, you have, you all are normally Virgos are pretty good at managing their money and holding on to resources and being practical. Not always. Sometimes if you have a lot of heavy Leo energy, you might want to have fun, live it up, and, give into temptation. And I'm nothing against Leos, but, it's all about the passion, right? So this is you just being willing to be adventurous and take a chance on something. So I don't know if you're, I just felt my chin. I'm like, wow, is that like a second chin trying to develop? The Fool is all about like being adventurous and taking a chance on things. They always call it the take a leap of faith card, right? But so I don't know if there's something financial that you're thinking about investing in or purchasing or going all in on. And it could be something that, actually, I'm going to get clarification on that, because as soon as I went to say that, then nothing came to me. Is it travel? Something to do with travel? It's whatever it is. You're getting a message from someone or something that's gonna make you feel really happy, and it has something to do with travel. I don't know what it is, but you're getting a message that makes you feel good, and it's gonna have you weighing your options. You know what? So many times Virgos, Leo, Virgo, and Libra, all three, it seems like, are always weighing their options. So I think for Virgos, it's a case of being practical. You want to know if something, you always want to do the right thing. You always want to choose the best choice, right? The best of anything, the best job, best partner, best everything, best house. You always want to choose the better of any choices, which on the shadow side of that, of the shadow side of the two of coins is juggling people, juggling jobs, juggling how, like, whatever, you're juggling everything, like, so you have more than one option, and it has a tendency to erode your loyalty. You're more interested in what's practical versus what's morally sound, and so sometimes a little bit of selfishness comes into play, because you're like, what's best for me? What is the better choice? So here you are, 7 of coins, there on the bottom of the deck. That's it. Trying to decide if something is worth it. So it could be anything. Even when you're in the grocery store, you're in there going, do I really want this? Whereas maybe a year or two ago, you might have been like, just throw it in. Now, granted, most Virgos are not like that. You're pretty frugal, but whereas you might have been a little more impulsive and adventurous, and you'd see something and you'd like, that looks good, I'll try that. Now you're going to be more like, weighing your options and trying to decide if something is worth it. So I feel like it's the same as everybody. Everybody's getting this right now. Everybody is getting the 7 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles, like weighing their options and things. You'll see lots of 4 Pentacles where people are holding onto their money. So, I guess you're kind of in the same boat. It looks like it as most people right now. All right, so let's look at your job situation, though. Let's look at the job. Okay, we are using that tiny-ass deck. Where is it? There it is. All right, so this is the Everyday Tarot. It's the tiny little deck that, fortunately, I didn't fully close up because I could never get the freaking box open. 9 of Wands again. Wasn't that? Yeah, that was on the bottom of this deck. So you're being cautious, even with your job. So are we going to see 7 of Pentacles with that too? So let's see. We'll take a look. Okay. Why does the 2 of Cups keep coming out in everybody's career reading? I almost feel like a lot of people are developing relationships on the job, even though they know that's not a good idea. Because, don't shit where you eat, A. And B, just because you spend a majority of your life there doesn't mean, yeah, it's tempting it's convenient, tempting to, like, develop a relationship with somebody at work, but what happens when it doesn't work? You are stuck working alongside of somebody that now there might be some animosity with. All right, so new beginnings. That's also a sex card, just so you know. So I'm not going to speak on it just yet, but, that's also a sex card. So, but new passionate beginnings. There's commitment. There's bossing up energy. Taking the slow route. Oh, man, and it's stressing out over something. So don't stress out, though. Ugh, wow. Okay, so what kind of unhealthy work habit do you have? Or there's some kind of unhealthy habit or attachment when it comes to your job. I don't know what it is, but there's some kind of unhealthy, look at my finger. You can see my fingers more than anything because of the light. We're doing low budget here. We don't have like a big old lighting system. Literally, I've got a fluorescent ceiling light. Look, I'm not chunky. It's just the way that fell. All right, so unhealthy attachment, some kind of unhealthy energy. You could tell, like I said, on the ascendant, right? I'm always so self-conscious. All right, so I don't know. Okay, let me get a clarification. Is it gossiping? Is there a lot of gossiping on the job? Don't get caught up in that. do you need to heal from something? Queen of Cups, but look, she's looking at the cup. So that's always, whenever she's looking at the cup, to me, just to this tarot reader, that says focusing on self-love. When you're looking at the cup and you're looking at your love, you're looking at your love. So, that's self-love and healing. There it is again. Okay, you're being cautious. So this work situation, there's a new passionate beginnings. Okay, so you might be starting a new job or, starting a new position or something. And I think it's long term. You're going to learn a lot from it too. Whenever I see this, Hierophant to me says commitment, but it also says long term. And it also has to do with tradition. So something about it is very traditional. Either you are the boss or you're going to be put into a boss position. You'll either be the boss or you're going to be put into a position in which you're in charge in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like it's going to be long term. And it's going to bring stability. This is, all about long-term stability, Knight of Pentacles. But for whatever reason, you're going to be stressing out. So it could be, maybe you're going to be the boss and it's going to be a lot of responsibility. It's going to make you stress out. And I know Virgos are all about stressing out, but try not to let yourself get all stressed. So let's see. I'll move this up. And the love portion. Let's go over the love portion. All about that. So, your dream. Oh, that's an easy deck to read. I purposely have tried to move my decks around and, as far as which ones this can choose. So I don't end up having to read a deck like this, which is a big ball of hot mess trash. I mean, I shouldn't say this deck is trash, but it is, oh my God, not the easiest to read. And it makes me look like an asshole. So, and then there's this one too, that's also the same way. So currently I don't have this choosing those decks. Instead, this is like a traditional Rider-Waite deck. So your love portion, we are using Everyday Tarot. Oh, come on, Virgo. Come on now. This is Libra energy. Look at this. Indecisiveness. Can't decide. And is it because you're so busy weighing your options? Come on now, Virgo. I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but I'm just saying. All right, so let's take a look. There you are. Single. Just want to be single and happy. And this is a Virgo card, right? Here you are, just want to be single and happy and be good on your own. So I don't know what you all been through, but hold on a second. These are two completely different energies, aren't they? Look at this. One here, you're single and happy on your own. The next, you're working together with somebody, trying to make something, trying to achieve something or find out something, focusing on your stability. If this in and out shit, it doesn't stop. Look at this. Single and happy, working together with somebody, focus on your own stability, reuniting. Okay, are you all in an in and out thing? Look at this. Okay, I don't know if someone's being sneaky or shady or if they're just not opening up. I don't know which one it is. Are they hiding their thoughts? Are they hiding their thoughts and their words and they're not opening up, not telling people they're running away? Look, they're running away with their thoughts. Or is it sneaky, shady, McShadester? I don't know. You'll know what the situation is. Now, if you're not opening up to people and not telling what you think or feel, I'm calling you out. And here is why I'm saying this. We started off when we pulled the deck out, and the last time I shuffled and put it away, there was the Two of Swords on the bottom. That's indecision. Can't decide. Emotions are clouding your judgment. And now, after shuffling, here we are, weighing our options. So whatever Virgo I'm talking to, that's Capricorn energy, but whatever Virgo I'm talking to, I don't know if you have more than one person you're interested in, if you're someone who likes to keep your options open, or if you've been dealing with somebody who keeps their options open. But this juggling act you or the person on your mind right now, someone thinks that they work in the circus because they're doing a juggling act, and that's not cool. I get that, whoever is doing it wants to make the best decision, wants to make the best choice, but it's the best decision for them, and it's what am I going to get the most out of? So that's not a love. That's so not a love card. That is more of a what's in it for me kind of card. And I don't like this. It starts off single, then works together, and then focus on your stability. And let me just point out, stop it. Let me just point out this. For anybody who's not paying attention, let me just point this out. What do you see here? Take a good look. 3 people. 3 people. I don't need to elaborate, right? I don't need to go. You know where I'm going with that. So I don't know if it's you or the other person, but if someone is under the impression that they are in a relationship with just one person and there's nobody else involved, and the other person is keeping their options open, that is not okay. That is not okay. And if it's a case of someone letting their friends or family members give their 2 cents, then that's the third wheel. So if you're doing it, just remember that you're letting somebody else influence your relationship. And if their words and actions are having a negative effect on your relationship and causing you to doubt the other person, not trust the other person, or if it's them letting somebody do that to you, that is not okay. That's all I'm going to say about that. So, yeah, sermon is over, or whatever you want to call it. All right, so, I'm not trying to do a lecture of anybody, but, starts off single, 3 people working together, focus on your stability, reuniting, rejoicing, possibly partying like a rock star, hiding stuff, and then juggling. I don't, how would you see that, If you were me, how would you see that, right? So for your general spread, we are going to do the Light Seers deck, and then I'm going to do the 6 cards and then the all signs, and we'll wrap this up and go to Libra. But oh my God. So is there some kind of drama in your life right now? Is there somebody and that's Leo energy, but is there somebody that's, or some type of drama situation, some kind of fighting and drama? So let's see. Unless you're just competing. If you're in sports and you're competing, then that's what it is. It's that competition. But unless you're in sports and competing, then I think that could be more likely that there's some kind of drama situation and fighting, one-upmanship type of stuff. Okay. Boundaries. There's the Fool card again. That's Aquarian energy. That's taking a leap of faith, taking a risk. Okay, so trying to equal things out. Karma. There's the Hierophant again. That's Taurus energy. So you got that twice. And then on the bottom, there's the King of Cups that follows me everywhere. And I almost swear to God, when I looked at this card, I almost see this as someone being in their feels and being unsuspecting of something. When you're in your feels too much, you can be, okay, so either it's a case of when you are in your feels too much, you are vulnerable, or some of you all might be afraid that if you let your guard down and you let yourself feel, that it's going to make you vulnerable to getting hurt. And the reason I say this, okay, so you look at this, King of Cups. Water is representative of emotion, right? So he's surrounded by emotion. He's immersed in emotion. As soon as I looked at this card, this ship didn't look like a ship to me. It looked like the fin of a shark. See it differently now? That's what I saw. When I first looked at the card, my eyes focused on that, and I know it's a boat. I've looked at this card a million times, right? And as soon as I looked at it, I saw a shark, and then I thought, look at him. His eyes are closed. He's sitting there unsuspecting. So some of you all either... and you'll know which category you fall into. Either when you let your guard down and you let yourself feel, you get too immersed in it and you're kind of open to getting hurt because you're unsuspecting. The other group is the ones who are afraid that if they let their guard down that they're going to get hurt. So I don't know which group you fall into. I'm not sure which one, but that's what that's telling me when I look at that. So this is both good and bad. It's good to have firm boundaries. Very good. So you get the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords in this spread. So having firm boundaries is good. As long as you don't just completely and totally keep people out, that's good. Because then, obviously you can't have a fulfilling life. You can't have fulfilling relationships if you always keep people too far away at arm's length, right? So here, this is nice. I think you're probably having healthy, firm boundaries. This is good. It's not like too rigid. And the reason I say that, I'm getting choked by this thing, by the way. The reason I say that is because right after it, you have the Fool card. So this is taking a risk, being willing to take a chance. Although, once again, look at what she's doing. She is being a little bit reckless. Sometimes the Fool card can show somebody being reckless. So it can guard against that as well. Six of Pentacles is evening things out. It's also me dropping the card. Evening things out. It's not weighing your options because that's the Two of Pentacles. But, just kind of keeping things in balance, I feel like. So, I don't know. Are you balancing things out? Maybe things from the past, maybe karmic relationships or something. If there's something, a person or a thing, like a job or, I don't know, like the place you live, the place you work, a relationship you're in, but there's something that is long-term or commitment material or traditional in some way, and you're revisiting this somehow. It could be something to do with karma. It could be a karmic relationship. It could be like a marriage, a karma partner. I don't know. But whatever the situation is, it's bringing spiritual enlightenment. That's a good thing, right? That's always good. It's making you really happy and bringing spiritual enlightenment. So I don't know. It's like it connects you to the universe. And you know what? Look at both these cards together. It looks like... Is this a bump up? What is going on here? So some of you have been in a bump up relationship. And most likely, if you're watching tarot, then it's probably that you were the one that was bumping up the other person. But somebody is rising up and they're bossing up spiritually. They're evolving and maturing in some way. Look at this. This is all about, see how this one's rising up and this one's kind of you see a rise up here and the happiness. Look at the happiness on that face. So that's good. So allow yourself to be vulnerable emotionally while still maintaining an awareness. So just be willing to let yourself be open while aware, and don't just go into something with your eyes closed, so because you got to be realistic. So don't completely shut everybody out, but at the same time don't completely just make yourself completely vulnerable and close your eyes either, right? So I don't know if this resonates at all, and I don't mean to ramble on for 23 minutes, but all right, so let's do 6 cards Donna's Destiny. If this resonates, let me know. All right, so I am not picking that up. Y'all know how I am about that. And it's not just because when I bend over, I'm always worried that somebody's going to see my underwear or something, or see skin all, sticking up or whatever. It's not even that. It's just, I hate, when they fall on the floor, I'm like, you know what? You don't want to be a part of this reading. That's fine. It's like it's taking itself out of the reading. All right, so time for a new start is sideways, so maybe with caution. Eat healthier is in reverse, so I guess you're doing a good enough job. I don't know. Make them put in more effort is in reverse. Okay, I don't even know how to interpret that one. They regret hurting you is sideways. So you might be dealing with somebody who, for whatever reason, they regret hurting you, but they're not gonna hear about it. They regret hurting you, but they're not gonna apologize, and they might have a big ego, or I don't know, and I'm not sure what it is, but for whatever reason, you're probably not gonna get an apology out of somebody. Focus on self-love as at this time is sideways. What is up with all these sideways and upside down cards? So nothing, is anything upright? Is the bottom card upright? No. So you've been dealing with somebody who was afraid of commitment, but they've for whatever reason, they're aware of it now and they're changing that. They are changing that. So that's good. All right, so Virgo, if you are dealing with an Aries, all right. I recorded this like, I don't know. I can be a little bit perfectionist. Look at this. This is your card on the bottom of the deck. This is you taking your time, doing it the right way, and being willing to put in the effort. That's good. That is awesome. I love that. Yeah, take your time. Don't rush into things. You know, good things come to those who wait, right, and are patient. Yeah, I'm a little bit perfectionist because I was letting my own Virgo stuff get the best of me last night. I went to record this. And I'm going to go back and look, but I probably have 6 false starts, and then 3 times I recorded. One for like 2 minutes, one for 4 minutes and something before I stopped. And then one, I finished the whole recording. And I was so tired. I was like, I'm not recording Libra. I tried to start Libra and just went to shit. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm not doing it. So I started all over again just now. I was like, you know, let's just start fresh. So I'm doing this on a Saturday because now it's fall, and here in the United States, on Sundays, people watch football. And I've noticed Sunday was a big day for tarot. Like, people watching, you know, I get a lot of views on Sunday. But now I get no views on Sunday. I shouldn't say none, but I get way less than I was. Now, Saturday, I'm getting the views. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do the recordings, upload them all, try and create decent half thumbnails, and tomorrow I'm taking off. I'm going to clean, organize, straighten up, fix some healthy meals, and get ready for the week. Aries is waiting to see what you're going to do, and they're actually trying to decide if it's worth it. You have the 3 of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles. Taurus, they want to move forward. They're kind of hiding out right now, just trying to seek out answers, trying to see a way through the dark. Gemini is a juggler. Whoever this Gemini is, this is how it came out. Here is your Gemini juggler. Unhealthy attachments, right? And 2 of Pentacles. So that's the juggler. Well, so I guess they think they're in a circus. Cancer. Ooh, Cancer likes their freedom. But they want things fair. So that's interesting. So they want their freedom. They like their freedom. And they might even be a little bit of a player. I don't know. Are they a player, or are they just like their freedom? I kind of feel like they might be a player because you got the 5 of Swords. So, I don't know. Cancer likes their freedom, and they want things equal. So that's, I mean, they don't have bad intentions, but they like their freedom. All right, well. Leo, what? Okay, the Leo is just an attention whore. And here's why I say this. They're doing this to get a reaction out of you. They're ignoring you even though they want to reunite. Now, some of you, the Leo, is ignoring you because they're busy wanting to live like a rock star and party it up. Some of you, they're just out partying, so that's why they're ignoring you. But a lot of you, they're ignoring you because they're trying to get a reaction out of you. They actually want to reunite. What a mess. All right, so Virgo, if you're dealing with a fellow Virgo, they feel like it's done and they're just trying to move on. Look at this. They feel like it's done. They're trying to move on. If you're dealing with a Libra, okay, so the Libra wants a new start, and they're willing to work on this. They might be throwing themselves into the work too, but they want to work on this. So Scorpio is just a horn dog. They're all about the sex. That's all it is. To the Scorpio, it's just a sex thing. That's all they want. The Sagittarius feels like it's a disaster and a burden. Wow, actually, I'm glad I waited to do this again today because maybe I was just tired as shit, and I couldn't read for shit last night because I was exhausted. But yeah, Sagittarius feels like it's a disaster and it's a burden. Maybe they want their freedom. Capricorn actually has a lot of passion for you, and they're at a crossroads though. They got a lot of passion for you. So the Capricorn, I think they feel like you're sexy. Well, you're sexy. That's how they see you, as sexy and confident. But you know, and they at the same time they have the world in their hands, and they're at a crossroads trying to decide which way to go. And Aquarius is holding back from taking a chance. They're just being too. Look at all that yellow. They're just being too cautious. They're holding themselves back from taking a chance. Pisces is spying on you. Look at this. And you know what? I'm going to say both the Gemini and the Pisces are a hot mess. If you were dealing with a fellow, you know what? Oh my God! All the yeah, all of the mutable signs. Think about, okay. So if you even if you don't know what mutable signs are in astrology, mutable signs are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Look at this, and for you guys, the other signs are they're either ones that you're always in a push and pull relationship with, like Pisces, because opposites attract, but then it's also like a tug of war, and then the other signs are Gemini and Sagittarius. It's always like you're always squaring off, you're always sparring. Those are like signs that you usually don't get along with, because you might be sexually attracted to them, but then you just can't get along with them. But look at that. Gemini is a juggler. The fellow Virgo, it feels like it's over and they're trying to move on. Sagittarius feels like it's a disaster and they're burdened. And Pisces is spying and look at their options. So look at this. All the mutables are it's not working for you with the mutables. So that kind of makes sense, because mutable signs usually are not going to get along with each other. Just like the cardinal signs are going to find it hard to get along with each other. The fixed signs definitely have a hard time getting along, because they're all stubborn. They all want it their way. So I don't know what to tell you. I mean, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck, though. All right, well, you're going to be sharing love with somebody, because your Two of Cups is here. It's here. I don't know who it is, but it's here. And open up to the Five of Swords again. So that's Aquarian energy. But the Aquarius here is holding back from taking a leap of faith. So I don't know why. All right, so now we've just gone to 32 minutes. Virgo, thank you, love you, and I will see you in the next one.